U.S. forces are now involved in the Israel-Iran conflict. I repeat, U.S. forces are now involved. This is new reporting from Barak Ravid of Axios.
Look, I know some people are upset about this, but the fact of the matter is U.S. forces were always going to be involved. And the fact of the matter is U.S. forces need to be involved, yes. And no, not for Israel's protection, but for the own protection of our own economy. Because understand something, if Israel were to lose control of what's going on here, particularly in the Strait of Hormuz, our economy could be in real shambles because of this conflict. You know, we have all heard crazy stories in the past of oil going to $200 or $300 a barrel when some crazy stuff happens. That's not going to happen here, but the potential for that to happen exists with this conflict going on, especially with the Strait of Hormuz. It just does. We're talking about over 20% of the world's oil supply that could get shut off if Israel fails. We simply cannot rely on someone else to protect our interest. And by our interest, I mean our economy. We would be talking about inflation numbers that we may have never seen. Like if you think inflation was high under the Biden administration, let something happen in the Strait of Hormuz. Understand, it's not only oil. Over 20% of the oil that travels through that strait. Also a significant amount of liquefied natural gas also travels through that strait. It is a key economic strategic point for the world, for the entire world. So not only do I not have a problem with us having some involvement there, I'm actually feeling better that we are involved. We have a lot of interest there that we have to protect for our people, for our economy. And look, I'm sure a lot of people will disagree, especially Trump supporters who are very anti-war and don't think we should ever be involved in a war. You know, there is so much at stake here that a lot of people just simply don't understand. You know, if oil was to go to unforeseen levels, first of all, the Russia-Ukraine conflict, it just doesn't end ever, hardly. Our economy blows up in our face as, inflation skyrockets, interest rates go up, everything gets crazy expensive. So yes, we need to be involved specifically in the Strait of Hormuz. That's like the bridge on Saving Private Ryan. Can't give that up. That's the thing you cannot give up. The Strait of Hormuz. Period. Thanks.